In the 2008 Star Wars The Clone Wars movie, there are a few really cool battles that take place, and one of them is the Battle of Teth. In this video, I'm going to be recreating this battle out of Lego and building the tallest Lego Star Wars battle ever. Before we get started, I'm doing a free Clone Trooper Battle Pack giveaway. All you need to do to be entered is like this video, subscribe to my channel, and comment down below. I'm going to pick a random comment in 2 weeks to win, so make sure you do those 3 things to be entered. Anyway, now that that's over with, let's get started with this mock. So my plan for this mock is I'm going to build it on the side of this bookshelf here. I'm going to use a bunch of these base plates and attach them sideways and just use the snot technique to do a bunch of mountain terrain and try to get as much detail in as I can. I'm going to do that using all of these lavender plates that I bought off Bricklink. I ordered a pretty big quantity, so hopefully I'll have enough to get the whole bookshelf done, but I'll see how I go. So I placed all the plates down onto one of these base plates and I tried to make it looking as natural as I could, but I think it looks alright. This is what it will look like on the bookshelf, so just imagine a bunch of them the whole way down. I think it looks pretty cool, but I also added a few different little detailed parts in there just to try to make it look even more natural. Now that I had one base plate done to sort of use as a template, I started building the rest of them and I attached them all together to make it as strong as I could. This is the first time I've really ever built a mountain sort of train out of Lego, so I think I did a pretty good job. Let me know in the comments if you guys think I did a good job or not. Obviously it's not as good as some other people, like Solid Brick Studios is really good at this technique in his Geonosis mock, but I think for a first attempt it's pretty good. And now that the plates are all done, I went and I added a bunch of littler pieces just to add more detail to this entire mountainside. Overall, I'm really happy with how this turned out, and now that this is all done, I can attach this mock to the side of the bookshelf to make it look like a proper mountain. Now you might be wondering, how am I going to attach this massive mock to the side of this bookshelf? And the way that I've decided to do it is by using these command strips. So these are rated to hold 7 kilos per packet, and obviously I bought 3 packs here, so that could hold 21 kilos, which is much more than what this mock is going to weigh. So it should definitely be very strong, and it should hold it without any issues, hopefully. I'm hoping that this mock doesn't just fall once it's done, but anyway, I'm going to use these. I did sort of think about gluing it, but I don't really want to glue it, and I feel like this method is probably a bit less permanent in case if I do want to take it off one day. And yeah, so I've decided to go with this method. Okay, so I've set them all out here now, so that should be more than enough to hold the weight of this. So I guess now all I have to do is attach this to the side here. Hopefully it all goes well and not many issues. So I attached it to the side. It was all pretty easy. It went very well and I didn't really have any problems doing it. I then made sure that they were pressed in very hard. I held the mock to the bookshelf for about over 20 seconds in each area where there was the sticky Velcro, so it should definitely hold and hopefully never come off without me actually wanting to take it off. So this is what the mock is looking like so far. I'm really happy with how it's turning out, but now that I've got the whole mountain side complete, I can finally start adding some of the figures and other vehicles to this battle. So on the separatist side, the main force that we see on the actual side of the mountain was a few dwarf spider droids. So I've got these 4 dwarf spider droids here from the newest ATTE set. So I'm just going to attach all 4 of these to the top of the mountain. So I got all 4 of the spider droids on and I think they look pretty good. But now that they're on, I can add the rest of the separatist forces to this battle. And the other separatist forces I'm going to add are 2 Staps. So the 2 Staps are in the mock, and I'm probably going to add Anakin on the front of this one, destroying both of them as he does in the movie. But now that all of the droid forces are in this mock, I can start putting the clone forces towards the bottom. So the most iconic part of this battle is when the ATTEs walk directly up the side of the mountain. So I needed to put some ATTEs into this mock. So the way that I did that is I first set out where all the feet are going to go, and I took the feet off the ATTEs and just set them out so that I knew exactly where the ATTE would go. And then I tried to attach the legs to the feet, and while this method did end up working, it took me a few attempts to get it, and I did actually end up dropping the ATTE and needing to fix it. But I kept trying, and after a few attempts I finally was able to attach the ATTE to the side of the mountain. And now that it's on there, I'm really happy with it, although it is still pretty fragile. Like, the feet are attached very well, but it's mainly the ankles that are pretty weak. So I am actually contemplating I might glue the ankles to the feet. I know that's probably not what you guys want to hear, not an ideal solution, but it will definitely make it much stronger, because the way it is at the moment, I feel like a small earthquake, or even if I walk around the room a bit too heavily, might knock the ATTE off, because this is actually an upstairs room. So when I like walk a bit heavily, the floor does shake. So, or even if I just knock the bookshelf a little bit, I am worried that it's just gonna fall. So I think I will end up needing to glue this ATTE just so that it definitely never falls. But now that the ATTE is on there, I can finally start adding some of the Republic minifigures. So of course I'm going to add Ahsoka, Anakin, and also some of the original Clone Wars clone troopers. So let's get right into doing that. Okay, so I added Anakin on this first stab here, just stabbing that battle droid, and once he destroys that one, he's going to jump to the second one and destroy that, and probably steal that one and fly off on it like he does in the movie. But I also then just added Ahsoka on the windshield of the ATTE. So now that they're in, I'm going to just start adding some clone troopers. So in the movie, the clones use ascension cables to get to the top of this mountain. So LEGO don't actually make any ascension cables. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this black string here, and I'm just going to attach it into the minifigure's hand and then clip the gun on top of the string to secure it. And then I'm just going to use this string as ascension cable. So hopefully it will end up looking pretty good. So I added a few clones into this mock using that ascension cable method I was just talking about, and I think it worked really well. I just got this clone here falling down. I think he just got shot or something, but yeah, he's fallen to his death. But these other clones, I did what I said, and I added a little bit of string around their hand, and then I just put the string all the way up to the top and just clamped it to the base plates using some other lavender pieces. I think it does work pretty good. The only issue is that the string is very thin, so you can't really see it too well. But other than that, it works very well in my opinion. But yeah, I did decide to use the original Clone Wars clones because this is one of the oldest Clone Wars battles, or it's one of the first ones from the movie, so I thought it would be really nice to use those old Clone Wars minifigures. But I'm very happy with how this mock turned out. I'll just give you guys a bit of a side view here. Let me know what you guys think of this mock in the comments below, and also make sure to like, comment and subscribe if you guys want to be entered in the giveaway. Obviously there's some room that I can expand here, like down the bottom I could add another plate. Also, if you guys have seen the movie, you'd know there's a bit of a like landing platform up here with more battle droids shooting down. So I could also add that in the future, as well as up the top the like temple that Asajj Ventress is keeping Jabba's son in. So if that's something you guys would like to see me build, make sure you let me know in the comments, and I might make a part 2 to this video if enough of you guys want to see it. But overall, I'm very happy with how this mock turned out. It's something very unique that I haven't really seen too many people do. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next week. If you guys enjoyed this mock and want to see more of my other mocks, then make sure you check out this video where I make the Battle of Coruscant, and this video where I show off my Jedi Temple mock.